right, folks, buckle up because this one's a wild ride. It's just past dawn on April 10th, 2020, 6 a.m., and Troop Dispatch gets the call. Sebastian County Sheriff's Office is in hot pursuit of a rogue black pickup truck tearing through the streets like a bat out of hell. This isn't your everyday speeder. This truck is blowing through red lights, weaving through traffic like it's a high-stakes game of Frogger, and barreling down the shoulder of Highway 71, illegally passing cars like they're standing still. The chaos kicked off around 6:30 a.m. near Ingersoll Circle and Highway 71. A Forest Service officer was the first to flip on the sirens, locking onto the suspect like a missile. Within moments, county deputies joined the chase, turning up the heat on the reckless driver. And just like that, the chase takes a wild turn. Literally, the black pickup isn't just running anymore, it's fighting back. We're now south of Witcherville when suddenly, boom, the suspect pulls a bold move, doubling back north on Highway 71 like he's got a master escape plan. The clock is ticking, 6:47 a.m., when an officer up ahead spots the truck rocketing north, tearing up the pavement near Young Ridge Road. 3 police units are already in pursuit, sirens wailing, lights flashing, engines roaring. As the suspect barrels onto the 4-lane, those units peel off to the right, handing the lead position to a new officer stepping into the hot seat. Then comes the call over the radio. The plan is set. It's time to end this with a pit maneuver. But just as the officer moves into position, the driver makes a move that turns this from a high-speed pursuit to a full-on battle. The suspect jerks the wheel, a hard, aggressive swerve, aiming straight for the police car, trying to block the maneuver, trying to ram the officer off the road. This isn't just evasion anymore. This driver is dangerous. And now, it's anyone's guess how far he's willing to go. We are now flying up Upper Highway 71, the road stretching ahead like an open runway. The officer, locked in as the lead unit, makes multiple attempts to line up for a precision pit maneuver, but the suspect isn't giving an inch. He's weaving like a snake, jerking across lanes, slamming on the brakes out of nowhere, doing anything and everything to keep law enforcement from ending this chase. And through it all, he's still pushing over 90 miles per hour. Then, as the chase reaches Highway 10 spur, the driver makes another reckless, heart-stopping move. Instead of staying on the road like a sane person, he veers hard onto the shoulder, squeezing past multiple cars like they're traffic cones. Dust and gravel fly as the truck tears through the narrow gap at breakneck speed, turning what was already a high-stakes pursuit into a full-blown, life-threatening situation. At this point, one thing is clear. This suspect is desperate, and desperate drivers make dangerous choices. Something's gotta give, and fast.
Good. It sounds like Sebastian is backing out and leaving it with 13 and 14. And 2014, I'm sorry, 3, calling it.
Near the intersection of Highway 71 and Zero Street, the suspect pulls another reckless stunt, cutting straight through a parking lot to bypass the traffic light. No hesitation, no slowing down, just full throttle chaos. Now eastbound on Zero Street, the chase intensifies. The driver barrels through multiple intersections, blowing past stoplights, forcing other vehicles to slam on their brakes. Every move is a new danger. Every second, another close call. Then, near 66th Street, things take a terrifying turn. The suspect suddenly swerves into oncoming traffic, a deadly game of chicken at high speed. Cars veer off course, tires screeching, drivers desperately trying to avoid a head-on disaster. This isn't just reckless anymore. This is life or death.
Stop as soon as there's an opening on the highway. Getting stopped. Okay, he's got him stopped and it's stopped. Okay, he's got him stopped and it's go ahead and start EMS. Unfortunately, we crashed out here right in front of Ben Garing.
The impact sent the suspect's vehicle rolling over Trooper Ellis's car, collided with the suspect's truck, went airborne, and then landed upside down. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene, and Trooper Ellis was transported to a hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries.
Threatening injuries. On January 20th, 2025, at 1:20.
On January 20th, 2025, at 1:29 p.m., Officer Ethan Sanders detected a pickup truck speeding south on Highway 69, driven by Aaron Laxton. The radar showed the vehicle traveling at 75 miles per hour in a zone designated for 55 miles per hour. Officer Sanders initiated a stop, but the driver did not yield, leading to a chase.
Roll over.
In the course of the chase, Laxton engaged in dangerous driving, including veering into oncoming traffic lanes and trying to collide with Officer Sanders' vehicle. The pursuit came to an abrupt end near Lenoke Lane when Officer Sanders executed a successful pit maneuver, causing the truck to crash through a fence and overturn. Laxton, who later confessed to having stolen the truck, was arrested peacefully. A firearm was also retrieved from the vehicle. After receiving medical care for slight injuries, he was taken to the Independence County Detention Center.
Right now.
Okay, don't shoot me.
I'm not going to shoot you.
Please don't shoot me.
Get on the ground.
Dude, I'm telling you, stay over.
Get on the ground.
God help me, Father, right there. Please. I'm sorry, I didn't do anything. I stole the truck.
You didn't do anything, but you stole a truck.
On January 22nd, 2025, Corporal Christopher Barnett recovered a locked box from the impounded truck. Upon the owner's unlocking of the box, the authorities were alerted to its contents. Inside, approximately 3.6 grams of suspected methamphetamine and a syringe were found. These items were confiscated and entered into evidence. However, the prosecuting attorney decided against pressing charges concerning the narcotics found.
You got anything? What do you got?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
I got
know?
knives and stuff, but that's it.
Stay right there.
Like I have a Bible. I have a Bible.
On September 20th, 2024, Sergeant Bob Love of the Arkansas State Police received an urgent radio alert. A red vehicle was on the run, fleeing police. The suspect's car tore down Martha Mitchell Expressway, racing straight toward him. Sergeant Love spotted it instantly, hit the gas, and launched into pursuit, ready to take control of the chase.
10-4, I'm on public service with the victim. You have 1037.
In under a minute, Sergeant Love closed the gap, his engine roaring as he zeroed in on the fleeing vehicle. With precision timing, he executed a pit maneuver, the impact sending the car spinning out, veering off the road before slamming to a stop. The chase brought to an abrupt end. After the crash, the driver bailed out, sprinting away in a desperate attempt to escape. Officers gave chase, quickly closing in and tackling him nearby. He was then restrained, secured, and transported to a hospital for evaluation.
Clear. Clear.
10-4.
At 2:04 a.m. on May 13, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Connor was patrolling Lee County when he spotted a silver Toyota Camry blow through a red light at SR 82 and I-75. The Camry, bearing tag RCNX07, gunned it eastbound, hitting 117 miles per hour, roaring down SR 82. Without hesitation, Trooper Connor lit up his sirens, but the driver refused to stop, pushing even harder. He immediately radioed dispatch, calling for air support to track the fleeing suspect. The Camry surged forward, blasting through a red light at SR 82 and Lee Boulevard, pushing past 120 miles per hour, at times hitting 140 miles per hour. With Trooper Connor's lights and sirens flashing, the driver showed no fear, recklessly barreling eastbound. Approaching SR 82 and Daniels Parkway, the Camry blew past another red light, still screaming over 120 miles per hour, the chase growing more dangerous by the second. Near Sunshine Boulevard, the Camry suddenly slammed on its brakes, causing Trooper Hash to drive past. The Camry then made a U-turn and sped westbound on SP 82, ignoring the green light at Daniels Parkway.
Alright, 1650, I'll take it. We're going to be on 82 eastbound. Eastbound, stay ready to approaching Daniel. 1650, 1770, just a time, clear, that's up.
The Camry slammed the brakes, trying to shake Trooper Hash, but Hash moved fast, executing a pit maneuver. The impact sent the Camry spinning southwest, tires screeching, before the driver regained control and shot back onto SR 82 eastbound. Refusing to let up, Trooper Hash struck again, attempting another pit, but the Camry fought through, still escaping at high speed.
Northbound battery. Northbound employee. Speed of 50 miles an hour.
Trooper Blake roared into the chase, teaming up with Trooper Hash to end the pursuit. The two troopers relentlessly struck, executing repeated pit maneuvers, their vehicles colliding with the Camry's rear bumper, fighting to force it off the road. Trooper Hash executed a final pit, slamming into the Camry's rear, sending it spinning out onto 24th Street Southwest, where it finally came to a stop. Without hesitation, Troopers Hash and Blake jumped from their cruisers, rushing in fast, and forcibly taking the driver into custody. Both police vehicles and the suspect's car suffered significant damage, but miraculously, no injuries were reported in the high-stakes pursuit.
14.6, 10 minute off.
Yeah, I think I seen it already.
Hey, I'm fixing to get in on it. We're at Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill.
Alright, I'll be there. I'll beat you.
Alright, bye. 25, I'm hopping in at Sugar Hill.
On February 1st, 2020.
On February 1st, 2025, at approximately 9:16 p.m., Trooper Tiller was assisting a Texas DPS trooper with a traffic stop near North State Line Avenue and West 13th Street when dispatch alerted him to a high-speed pursuit involving a red Chevrolet Silverado on U.S. Highway 71. Without hesitation, Trooper Tiller activated his emergency lights and sirens, heading north to intercept. Initially ordered to deploy tire deflation devices, his supervisor quickly canceled the directive due to his close proximity to the chase. As he neared North State Line Avenue and Sugar Hill Road, Trooper Tiller spotted the suspect vehicle, with 2 Ashdown PD units already in pursuit.
I'm on the phone with that guy. Yeah,
We're 30 westbound.
At 9:21 p.m., Trooper Tiller entered the chase, tailing 2 Ashdown PD cars. The suspect veered west onto St. Michael Drive in Texas, with the Ashdown units in pursuit. Tiller observed a Texas DPS trooper trying to join, but failing to do so. He then tailed the Ashdown units onto Interstate 30 westbound. The Ashdown units shifted to the right lane, apparently ceding the lead to Tiller. He overtook them, informed dispatch of his new lead position, and was soon directed by his supervisor to execute a pit maneuver if conditions allowed.
southbound now.
Trooper Tiller was unable to execute a pit maneuver due to unsafe conditions. The pursuit shifted onto southbound A369, with the suspect reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour. Tiller continued attempting an up-pit whenever conditions allowed. His supervisor then ordered him to have Texas DPS take over the chase, so Tiller had dispatch contact DPS. While waiting for their arrival, he was instructed to keep trying the pit maneuver.
I don't have contact at all.
If he can't take over, or communication isn't good, and you got a top shot at DVI, go into it.
Yeah, I want to keep trying until he can take over. Car ahead. Cars. TBI.
At approximately 9:27 p.m. on southbound I-369, near the West Lawn Drive overpass, Trooper Tiller found the right moment to initiate a pit maneuver. Moving at an estimated speed of 102 miles per hour, the front left corner of his patrol car made contact with the suspect's vehicle's rear right side. The impact caused the suspect's vehicle to skid into the median, striking a cable barrier before it veered back onto southbound I-369. Trooper Tiller quickly reversed direction to block the suspect, but the individual fled on foot, crossing the northbound lanes. A joint pursuit ensued with Trooper Tiller, Texas DPS, Ashdown PD, and Bowie County Sheriff's Office joining the chase. After a brief run down an embankment and across a ditch, the officers assisted Texas DPS in making the arrest. The suspect, identified as John Clark from Longview, Texas, was found to be driving with a suspended license.